All right. Well, it is Monte Wednesday on Thursday night. Looks like Tuts has a lot of folks watching his live stream, but I'm going to go ahead and do this since I told everyone I would, and just been a nasty day here. Sleeting and all that, just been trading and finally get to this. But anyway, I think Tuts started this as a joke, GME, but looks like Marco wants to see it, and I do have a chart for it, which, funny enough, I bought GME a long time ago down here at 415. Right here. I actually think I bought in here and then it went down, but I held it. Sold it at 1508. 533 shares or so. If I'd held it for way up here, it would have been like $200,000 instead of 5. But nonetheless, so the chart Marco has this A, B, way down for a C, getting a nice reaction here, which I don't know if, I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that this isn't going to end bad for retail. I just don't see how this can be an ABC and then now we're going to, thousands. I could be wrong. Maybe the short squeeze is still on, but we do have, these are all yearly levels. And so you can see we're holding this one. If we lose that one, we're back down here to 27. Probably even down here 25. But it looks like we're getting a reset. This is a 1 hour chart, so strongest, and we've slowly dissipated as we start curling up. So could be some type of buy soon. Looks like that's our algo pull here. Hit it. And now, to me, the main target for me is right here. Probably to close this gap here. But 189, I mean, it's still a decent move. $315 maybe, but if I was in it, I'm taking profit right here for some. Of course, then if it gets above this, probably here, 252. If it gets above this, then we can start talking that I'm wrong and the suits are actually going to lose. And it can continue. So I'm not holding too much water in we're going to continue up, and this is not just going to be some move up here, down there, and then we're going to start anew back down here, right? I mean, it's not a profitable company unless they pivot very soon. It's definitely not $25 billion company, which is what I think is what it was valued at up here. So, yeah, I would just be careful. You can get something out of it, but don't assume we're going to the moon, is my opinion. All right, so now we've got James with Ganman's ridiculous chart. This one. Well, it looks like you've definitely got some type of pivot there, not turning over. Of course, EW, I haven't looked at really. Bunch of 1-2s, holy crap. 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 1 2. Is this the longest history? There we go. That's going to be big. If they can get over that. So you basically got 2 yearlies right there. You can see how we hit our head on it the first time. Came up, hit our head, and we just basically ascended into it. It's pretty bullish that it did this, but at the very least, 4 hour, we haven't touched this. So I at least expect this. I mean, there's been so much green. 1 2 3 4 5 6 days of nothing but green. Ooh. Oh, it looked closer than that. Looks like it hit. $97.36. Now it drops. That's weird. Hopefully y'all are seeing this. Tags this algo. But then on the lower time frames, it doesn't. Weird. Maybe I can change. Where's the log for this? There we go. Oof. Kind of worrisome there. All right, from the low with the Monte pool here, tagged it to the tick. All in at 10 cents, right? I don't think that's what's going to happen, but definitely odd the way the chart's playing out right here. Support here, you know, is resistance here at that 50. Boom. Boom, boom, took off. This other 50, you can see, is reacting. You can see this 382, this 50 perfect. Perfect overline here. 236. If we lose that, that's got me worried. Just don't lose 65 cents. Obviously, this is log, so it's a big move. %, 31% correction, so it's a big move. I would like to stay in there, hold that yearly. And then, of course, maybe all I'm doing is freaking out for nothing, and your target's right here, 2.44. Yeah, if it gets above that, I would say anywhere in that area. It's a good sell. I think I sent it to somebody. Let's see. Didn't quite do it, but this was back January 6th, and we were at 37 cents. Right, I had 72, so we broke that, but that was the yearly. Then I had it coming back to 37. It never did, of course, but now we're sitting 90, just above. So we're at those golden zones. I like that. So that 65 is holding us. Got above it, holding. If we lose it, you'd be looking at this 50 here, which is right there. You can see how we consolidated into it. So let me actually delete these, just so we can see this one. Right, from the very top over here down to here, finding support right there on the 65. That's pretty good. Of course, we could always come up, reject there, come back down here, test this 618 because we blew through it, and that's 86.3. Ultimately, we lose that, and this thing really starts to cool off. You'd be looking 71-ish, maybe that 50 at the lowest, and that would be a 26% cool off, which would be nice for this. Build a base in here, which is this previous 12-month. Right, this 12-month candle here. Kind of just build a base in here that you can launch from even higher. Because I mean, that's a huge candle for even a huge yearly, and we're only in the second month. Yeah, no, I like this. I don't have James's count on this, so I don't know what could get us down here, but that's what I'm seeing. Hold these, keep going. Lose that, heading to 71. Potentially sniper entry of 70 even, right on that 50 there. So, all right, now we've got SPI Energy. Lots of doubts. So you had a count on it, and I hate count. Well, number one, I don't count that much anyway. I'm a price action trader, but I hate counting stocks with all their nasty gaps. You can of course do this, but just annoying to me. So a low of 56. It had earnings that fell short. Volume looks pretty bleak for us to potentially do a 1 2 1 2 1 2. So unless you really start to see some buy volume like you did here, I don't love it, but this is how I do it. All right, go to the 12-month, mark it off. All right, then we had one here, and that most recent one was the yearly open. So we do have quite a bit of support in here, but I don't see us testing so far this 641. Tested it here, but nothing here. So after such a move like that, I mean, that's huge. At 46 and a daily spike from 325, that just sounds silly that somebody bought that high. So I'll turn on line chart and you can see it here, and it may clean it up a little bit. I'm having a hard time with this one too. That's why I don't love stocks. The gaps, these huge moves. For the most part, I guess I can just say, here's your resistance. Monthly OB can't get above that so far. You can see just banging your head on it. Right? Monthly support right here. If you lose that, you can see we tagged it right here. If we lose this channel, we lose this. And that's 930. We're definitely coming back here to potentially this 640. But so far to me, this looks like just rejection. So unless this just basically ascends into it because it's so bullish, I don't know SPI energy, so who knows what they do, but unless this just rides this resistance and shoots up, I'm more thinking we come up and we head down, maybe to 640. I just don't like the rejection that we had here. So my gut says down. If we can get above this, 1269, then you're full steam ahead. You can tell me I'm wrong, and you'll teleport up to here, 36. So that's my look. I think it needs a little bit more consolidation here before it can get through that, because it's going to have a long journey up here once it gets through that long journey up. So it needs to consolidate a little bit more to get up there. That's my view on it. So hope that helped you. ICX. All right. Chris NL. Monte, I really like your approach and view on the longer term for alts to Bitcoin. It is really helping me, so thank you. You're welcome. Here I have another alt to BTC that ranging in the crypto abyss. Bought some a while back at 2137. If ICX goes again, targets are interstellar. Interstellar. But should I aim for the moon instead of the stars? Well, I think you can aim for the stars. And you can land on, is it the other way around? Aim for the moon and fall amongst the stars. All right, so you bought 2137. So a little underwater. Nope, not anymore. You were underwater for a little bit. And we have since, oh nice, in the last little bit we got it pop up. So you were underwater until yesterday. Nice. So now you're in profit. You can now move your stop to there, minimize the risk. But no, ICX I've been reading supposedly it's going to blow everybody's mind. So I don't think it's unwise to aim for these huge areas. 3,000%, it's pretty huge. But I don't think it's out of the realm of something that you should hope for. If it's going to turn the way I'm hearing it should. I guess everyone's really, really excited about it. Sorry, trying to find this OB. There it is. Weekly. Gotta lock all these. Hang on. So we can definitely see that algo is active. Hit our head on it, hit on it again, fell down. So now little bitty moves it a lot. Oh, Derek. There we go. All right, so that algo looks active on this pull. All right, so the 50's here. I would say that's decent. Target 1. Target 2. Somewhere in here. Up to 57 maybe, but... And then that's a big one. 65. But on the weekly, there's just not that much resistance. Once you clear this, there's no real consolidation phases, I guess, right there. So you'd be looking at something like that, which is close to that T3. Some wicks down here, but I would think he gets up to that 69. There's so POC is right there, 35.9. Value area high is here, 51. Value area low, 28,521. So you got a yearly there. You got it marked already. 6 month, 3 month. Man, so if it gets over this 38.6, I don't even know if I would take profit there, because there's no resistance. There's nothing. There's a wick. There's some smaller time frame stuff, but over this, I think it makes it up here for sure. So I wouldn't want you to sell a bunch here and you're only holding 10% left. Maybe you could certainly take profit, but maybe weight it a little differently. You've got maybe 10% here, 20% there, and keep 70 for up here. And maybe take 35 of the 70 here and then see what happens. Because, I mean, if you're looking at three month and anything higher, it's nothing but wick. So technically, on a line chart, I mean, it's hardly anything. Above that, there's no resistance on the volume anyway. So anyway, that's my thought. I don't think shooting for the stars is something that you should not do with this. I think I saw something on Twitter, someone, Dave, the Wave. Here's his icon. I mean, his price target's $100 a piece. All right, and we're at 1, so it's 100x. So, no, I don't think your price target for aiming up here is anything out of the realm here. So, I mean, we could say 65. That's just right now Bitcoin 50,000 basically. That's 32. So unless Bitcoin goes to 150,000 and we're here, that would be $96, $97. So that would make his price target if we're up in here and Bitcoin's 150. Now, if Bitcoin's 100, then we need to double this target, right? So we need a new high. So obviously I'm just taking his target. He can be full of crap, I don't know, but this is just something people are looking at, something big, right? And he was at 39 cents. He was looking for up here at 100. So anyway, unfi for Dylan. All right, unfi. I've got a chart that I've made over here. And we met that target. and now falling back in. So this is on the daily. You can see we tried to get above. On log, I had it this way, so maybe we fall back and hold back in here in 22. Got a consolidation range there. I know I had a target up here. Looks like 33 to 35, and I think we met that. 33.6, right? So that would be probably the target for the third wave. We also had this on log. We hit this target right here. This one right here was the target from back here. Hit it, and now we're retracing. I do expect some sideways. I don't fully expect us to just fall. We might, because there's not a ton of right. So that whole area up here, 17 is the POC. Value area highs up here, right where we're sitting, 24.8. And of course, we got these algos up here. So we lose those and we lose this one at 24. It's going to drop pretty quick. So we've held that one on the 4 hour. So this one hits here, maybe drops to 24 at the lowest, but got to get up 36 minutes. It's got to get up above this or it loses that algo. You can see RSI divergence. Well, not really, I guess. Maybe a little bit. It does create a new high, but it's barely. But you can see here we've got another push. So maybe it just makes it down to this median right there. Does something like that. And that would coincide with what you've got. You've got it coming down to 20 to 22 as a 4. And that's certainly potential, because that would touch this previous support zone. So I definitely still think up, right? Got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in these areas. Get through 38, push up 50s. And who knows, it may do something just ridiculous that like a lot of these have. It's just, once it goes, it just keeps going. Low supply on this one, so that's why I've always been bullish on it. Low market cap. 2.3 million coins, I believe, total. So Binance Smart Chain, it works on that. And so I know Binance has been working with them. So if you get down here, it might be a decent buy. And obviously, if anything down here in the 18s, scary wick down there, buy it. So anyway, that's Monte's Wednesday on Thursday for you for today, and we'll see you next week.